next guest is the 26-year-old documentary photographer behind the New York Magazine piece on Boomerang Kids, a term that describes recent college grads who move back in with their parents for financial stability.
I went to a private art school in LA and racked up about over $100,000 in loans, and I graduated about 2 years ago. And at the time, I was living on my own out in LA. And you know, I got off to a great start after school. I did some great internships, which led to some work during school. And then about 1.5 years after graduation, I hit a rough spot with work where I was working as a freelance assistant and photographer for some magazines. And then, you know, 1.5 years into it, I had to call it quits. I just completely drained all my resources.
2 months, yeah.
You know, the student loans came in, they're twice my rent, and yeah, I just had to, the last resort was moving back home with my parents.
We have this stat here, and a recent survey shows that the average college debt among graduates has gone from $18,750 in 2008 to $29,400 in 2012. I mean, does that surprise you, and do you think that's why there's still shame involved with having that much debt?
Yeah, you know, there's a stigma that goes with, you know, living back home, but it's, you know, as college tuition rises every year and you know, the jobs become fewer, you know, in certain industries, you know, it's a step that you have to take in order to save money.
What was your favorite picture of all the pictures you took? And I mean, we have a bunch of them. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what we're going to see on the screen in a second.
Yeah, you know, my favorite picture was of Mikey Billings in North Carolina. There's kind of a funny story behind that one. So with his photograph, it was him watching a YouTube video on like how to tie his bow tie. You know, the hard part of this whole series is to best represent the person and also show that they're living at home and kind of in this state of emerging adulthood. And then I was like, so what does it look like when you, or what do you wear to a job interview? He's like, oh, I wear a bow tie, but I always have to watch a YouTube video how to put it on. So I knew right away that that was a shot for him. I think with a lot of these people, and myself included, you know, I could have just gotten a job after school and completely ditch photography, but you know, there's a sense of not wanting to settle down and, you know, just take a job just to, you know, just to have some money, you know.